Hello, hello everyone. How are you? This is Jennifer Sunseri. Let me get my device on this live video so I can see your comments. So just a minute, and then we will get started. Let's see. Oh, no, come on. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing well. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time, but I am here and I'm super excited to be here with you. As I said, my name's Jennifer Sunseri and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. It is January 3rd, 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. So tonight I am going to be playing with this bundle. It's called Heart Shaped. And it is actually something that you get to earn for free with a $120 order during Sale-a-bration, which will start January 7th. Hi, Lori, how are you? It has been a long time, my friend. I miss being here with you guys. I had to take a swig of my water. It has been a crazy, crazy year for me. In good ways. I've been extremely busy. My business has grown and has been very successful, and we're all doing well. It just really was hard to fit in my Friday night lives. But I said to myself, I need to go back to doing that. It is important to me, and so anyway, I'm just so glad to be here with you guys. I'm doing the happy dance. Happy dance! All right, if you would please go ahead and share this video with me. Not with me, share this video with your friends. I've got all these things that that are going on here, and I feel so out of practice. But anyway, would you make sure that you followed my business page if you don't already do that? And then I'm noticing that it's really hard to see the white print, so next time I'll do it in black. But would you please make sure to share the video with your friends? And then go ahead and give a thumbs up or a heart on this video. That just helps the algorithm and gets this video out to see more people. So I really appreciate when you guys do that. And then also something else super important. Would you like to join my email list? I am currently growing my email list, and I do send out newsletters. I just did that today to all my customers. So here was my newsletter, short and sweet. I used to make very wordy newsletters. And I'm trying to be more concise because I know not everybody reads them. So if you would like to be on my email list and get information about promotions that are coming, events that I'm doing, this is my business email. You can go ahead and send me an email, and then I will add you as a contact into my distribution list. Okay? So that would be wonderful. Hi, Susan. Hello, Sharon. Happy New Year, ladies. And then, just to let you know, this is my January host code for those of you that would like to place an order. If you do not already have a demonstrator, I would love to support you and be your demonstrator. So this is my host code, and just let me explain. Host codes are only going to be lasting for January and February. And then about mid-March, Stampin' Up! Is going to be changing the rewards program. More information coming on that to you, but for now, if you're going to place an order that is under $150, I claim the host rewards, and I use that to purchase consumables for my classes. If you place an order of $150 or more, you get to claim the host rewards. All right, and host rewards just means that you have credits to spend on products that you get for free. All right, and then if you want to shop my online store, this is the website that you can go to, jennifersunseri.stampinup.net. All right, okay. all the business things done and out of the way. Okay, tonight, as I said, we are playing with heart-shaped. It is a bundle. You get eight stamps, mostly sentiments, but we've got 3 little images, and this guy is super sweet. Hi, Deanna. Happy New Year. And let me show you the dies. The dies, are they? Here they are. Once I open them, I don't like to put this back because they get stuck to it. So it has 6 dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so you have a sentiment die, and then we've got this guy that cuts out this. It's upside down. And then we have bonus dies. All right. This you're going to get for free when you place a $120 order during Sale-a-bration. Now, I am using this pack of designer series paper. It's called Timeless Plaid. Obviously, it's 6x6. I have one that's open. It is part of a suite in the mini catalog, which seems to have escaped my view. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. So this is the new mini catalog that goes live on the 7th. The 7th is a really important day. Sale-a-bration starts. This mini catalog goes live. There will be online exclusives, and my goodness, I counted them and sent that out in my email today. I want to say there's like 41 online exclusives. And there will be 3 new kits that launch on that day. So January 7th is the magic day. All right. But anyway, this is part of a suite, and it's part of the storybook collection. And I love plaid. I love gingham. Okay, let's see. Let me pull these out. Pull those out. You always get 4 of each design. And so I think these would make great Father's Day cards, even baby cards, believe it or not. They're very soft, muted colors. I know, Sharon, it has been so long. I am doing well. It just was a very busy year, which is a good thing. My business has been growing. We're all doing well. We're just, Friday nights, we're getting hijacked. As much as I wanted to keep them reserved for you guys, it just kept getting hijacked, and it was so frustrating. But here I am. It looks like this page it's got wild wheat gingham on the back. I just like to show you guys. There's the other side of that one. So look at all these colors, right? It kind of has, oops, we have that one already. It kind of has like a fall-ish feel to it. Maybe early spring. I'm just looking to make sure I've got them all here. Because as you can tell, I dove into this and I was creating for tonight. Yep, we already have that one. Oh, here's this one. This is like Lost Lagoon. I'm moving it so you guys can see all the colors. So there's one side that's a little bit more muted, and then like just like a checkered plaid, and then the other side, which is bigger print. Yes, I hit $100,000 in sales, and I also earned the incentive trip. First time ever. I promoted to Silver Elite. So it's been a really, really successful year. I will be celebrating my 7th anniversary with Stamping Up in March. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Happy New Year. So colors are basic beige, boho blue, Cation craze, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pebbled Path, Pecan Pie, and Wild Wheat. So we've got a lot of colors here. So let's get started. My cards that I am doing, so here was my thing. When I see this, I think of Valentine's Day, right? With the heart. You know, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I wanted to show you guys, just thinking outside the box, not necessarily Valentine's Day. I know that Valentine's Day is coming, but I wanted to show you possibilities. Like, I think that this stamp set could be really good for engagement cards, but I'm not making any of those tonight. It could be really good for anniversary cards. I think I have one that could qualify for an anniversary card. Sweetheart cards, maybe birthday cards for hubbies or boyfriends or dads or sons. All right, so I'm looking for all the things. So I pulled a Misty Moonlight card base, okay? This one is obviously a masculine card. And then I've got a piece of white here, and I cut it a little bit smaller. Let me get my, I have dimensions on here. So it is a 5 by 3 3/4. This is the glass mat. Do you guys have the glass mat? I love the glass mat. All right, and then I cut these strips. I cut 4 of them, and they are 1 inch by 3 1/2. Okay, 1 inch by 3 1/2. So we are going to strategically place these with a little bit of white in between. All right, just like that. A very basic card layout. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus. This is my adhesive of choice. All right, and then we're just going to make sure that we have a little bit of white all the way around our edges, okay? My poor cutting blade, I need to already change it. I put in new cutting blades last week, and I have prepped almost 500 card kits in the last 2 weeks. So I have a stamping class tomorrow, and I have a winter retreat in a couple weeks. So I counted, it was like 492 card kits. That's crazy. And so my blade is dull already. So what I do when I use this card layout, I always do the outer ones first, and then I do the inner ones. That kind of helps me make sure that I have an even distribution of DSP. Okay. All right, Kelly, I believe your foot is in a boot. Am I right? I think I remember seeing that you were injured. I might be confusing you with somebody else. If not in a boot, that's great. But if so, I hope it's healing fast for you. All right. So I should have moved my outer ones a little bit more in because I have a little bit more white there, but it's okay, right? It's okay. All right, now I'm going to take my snips because my blade was getting a little bit dull. I'm just going to trim off the little frays there. Another thing that you can do is take an emery board and just kind of sand it. That helps too. But obviously, I need a new blade in my paper trimmer. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I love the green with the blue. I love it. All right, so we are going to put this down in the center. But before I do that, I just want to make sure I I'm not making any boo-boos on my design because I kind of sketched it out, but I haven't made samples in advance. I was cutting and prepping as I was going, if that makes sense. Where did my sketch go? Oh, jeepers. Oh, well. I guess I'm winging it. All right. It's probably, oh, there it is. It's on the floor. Okay, there it is. Okay, now, don't ask me because I can't remember what set this comes from. If you guys remember, go ahead and tell me in a comment. This is something that I've been doing. I got to show you. So, you know these little tubs that you can get at Dollar Tree, like in the car aisle or tool aisle, whatever aisle you want to call it. It's the aisle I don't really shop in a whole lot. But I bought one of these, and then I've been having a friend help me, and I just gave her a lot of basic dies that I use, and she has been cutting up a storm for me, bless her heart. And so this helps me just have a lot of sentiment pieces that are ready to go. So I thought I would share that idea with you. The problem is now my dies are too big and it won't close. Oh well, oh well. All right. Now we're going to glue this down because it's going to be moving around. And if I seem scatterbrained, it's because I am. Like I said, I am out of practice. But I really appreciate you guys being here with me. All right, and I'm eyeballing it, making sure that I have a little bit around all the edges and that it's straight and not lopsided. I might have to stand up so I can see. Looks like I have a little bit more on this side. Okay. I know, I love this color. Misty Moonlight and Mossy Meadow, and that's a lighter one. I want to say it's Lost Lagoon. I think it's Lost Lagoon. All right, so that's down. Very crisp. All right, and then we're going to put this guy down, and then I have another little piece here. This is from the die set that comes with the bundle. This one is from a different set, and I can't remember what it is. All right, so we're going to stamp our sentiment on this, and you're thinking, but Jennifer, why are you doing white on white? I'm going to show you. So this stamp says, my heart loves your heart, but I want to make sure that it's straight because it kind of looks like it's leaning. So I'm going to use my grid, okay, and redo this because I want to make sure it's straight. And then I am going to grab my Misty Moonlight ink. Hi Cassandra, how are you? I have to challenge myself to make masculine cards. I'm going to tell you, my go-to is always to make very frilly, feminine cards. And I've been trying to do a better job at doing masculine cards. I have a dad, a brother, a husband, a son, and let me make sure that's really inked well. They get handmade cards, so I am always coming up with good masculine cards. Now, photopolymer, I like to just let that sit for a little bit and let the ink soak in, and it's a brand new stamp set. So there is our My Heart Loves You, Your Heart. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do the gluing part and then put it down because I think I might pop this up with some dimensionals. So we're going to put this die on top. Now, if you were smarter than me, you would use our adhesive sheets. I didn't do that. So I'm just going to use some liquid glue, and we're just going to use, I got to make sure that I'm doing the parts that are going to be on here. So we want to do these parts, not the top or the bottom, because they're hanging over. Just little baby dots. Okay. Adhesive sheets make it super easy. It's like putting a sticker on the back of your die. but I always forget to do it. Hi, Linda. How are you? I am going to grab some tweezers, and my darling, oh, here they are. He returned them. My darling 18-year-old was in here using them for something, God only knows what. And I said, you better make sure you put them back. And bless his heart, he did. All right, so centered, although that one's popping up, so I'm just going to press down, make sure that's well adhered. All right, if you don't get every little leaf, that's okay. And then we're going to put this guy on top like that. So let's grab our dimensionals. Mini dimensionals work fabulous for this. And I love to use my U-pick tool to pick those up, because with longer nails, it's a little bit harder for me to get these guys. I think 3 will be sufficient. And then I take the backs off with my U-pick tool, because if I don't, these end up all over my house. They even land on my cats. I don't know how it happens, but they'll have them. All right, that one didn't want to stick, so I'm going to throw those right into my wastebasket. I keep a wastebasket right by my table. And we're going to put this here, but I'm noticing that I forgot. I wanted to cut one more little die. So bear with me, because there's a die. It's like a little flower branch, and we need one of these. Okay. But what color should we cut it out with? Because this is a masculine card. I guess we're going green. I know that flowers are not green, but this is a masculine card. And where did my scraps go? I don't think, I mean, we could do, no, I don't think that's going to work. I think we need to go green. All right, I am going to cut one of those little guys out, and I think that will make it look a little bit more together, a little bit more done. All right, just give me 10 seconds. All right. Okay, there we go. We've got that little guy. All right. Hi, Sandra. Alrighty. Now I want to put this about, I think I'm going to turn it that way so we can see it more. All right, and we're going to put some little dots on of liquid glue, very sparingly, because we don't need it oozing. We don't want a sticky card. Okay. Can you guys see that okay? Then we're going to put this on. Yeah, I like that better. And then we're going to add that here, and we're going to pop that up. I like dimensional cards. I don't really like flat cards. I just feel like this makes them look more interesting. Don't you guys agree? Okay. That goes, then we're going to center our heart, making sure that this is right in the middle. And there we go. Very simple, easy masculine card. Now let's put a few sparkles on there. I think these might be a little bit too dressy for it. Let me just grab some plain old rhinestones. There we go. Good old basic rhinestones. Okay. And let's go with a large one. We'll do one right here. And then we'll do a medium. And we'll do one there. And then we'll do a baby. Little baby. And we'll go right there. Okay, done. And we're not putting a bow on this one. I love bows, but I don't think I'm going to do a bow. You could do some basic, let's see, baker's twine, or no, linen thread. I think that might go with the masculine card. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I love the colors. All right, that's our first card. Next card. Wait till you see this one. Look at this color combination. Isn't that beautiful? This is Mossy Meadow with Calypso Coral. This one could be your engagement card or an anniversary card or even a wedding card. I think you would need to pull different sentiments with it. I'm going to sit back down. Oh, I see lots of hearts. You guys like the colors on this one. Or you're liking the last card. I don't know. All right, and like I said, my blade is dull, so I am just taking off the frayed edges. I'm just giving it a haircut. You can see the little frayed bits on the ends there. I think that one's good. Okay. I like layers. I think layers really step up a card. Okay, so we've got Calypso Coral, Mossy Meadow, and then I've just got basic white. I have not bought the new white yet. I have a ton of just basic white that I need to use up. Have you guys used the new white? I hear it's brighter than basic white. Just curious what your guys' thoughts are. I'm trimming off my little frayed edges right here on my white. Okay. Do you guys want to know the dimensions? Probably. So this Mossy Meadow is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to glue that down. I think this pack of paper, like I said, would be great for masculine cards, but also I think you could do some baby cards with it. There are some pinks, which I'll show you. A little bit of pink in it. And then the blues. Okay. Then we got our white, and our white is 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. Now, if you were smart, you could take your die and do your little sentiments from the center, cut out a bunch of these, and then save paper. Because once you put this on top of it, nobody's going to see it. So that's another little tip. Save some paper. Use a circle punch or whatever you use, and punch in the center of your layers, and then that way you're saving paper. I've done it. I don't always do it. And then look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? The white really makes it pop. I love that paper. And I just do my corners. I see some people that just go all the way. You don't really need to put adhesive all the way. Unless you're putting together a box or a bag. This is really strong adhesive. And since I started using Stampin' Seal Plus, I never have my cards fall apart. Okay, now I cut out 2 of these hearts in the Mossy Meadow, and I thought about putting them in the center, like linking hearts. Isn't that pretty? And then I cut out some flowers. Now I have an extra sentiment, but I don't know that I want want to put it there? I was thinking about that. And then let's look at what our sentiments are. We've got just because I care. Thank you. My heart loves your heart, which I kind of feel like goes with the two hearts. But I need to wash this off. And I realize that my chamois are downstairs for my class. So, ooh, looky, I've got wipes. Yay. I cleaned my craft room, but then it got messy again. So I was cleaning up my mess from Christmas card making, and then I cleaned it up, and then prepping for classes happened, and now it's a disaster. It looks like a tornado hit it again. All right, I don't have Mossy Meadow up here, but I'm just going to use Tuxedo Black, and that's fine. I usually do my sentiments in black, to be honest, because I feel like they pop more that way. All right, let's make sure that this is straight, and I want to make sure I've got it centered. And I'm just going to let that ink soak in a little bit, just with this new photopolymer stamp set. There we go. And I always put my lids back on my ink pads because, with my luck, things fall in the ink pads. Have you ever had that happen? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so we're going to put some little dots. Little dots. Move that out of the way so we don't get... and you could use your... oh, my brain just went blank. Silicone mat. You could use your silicone mat so that you don't get glue on your work surface. Okay. I hear feet in the hallway, so hopefully they don't come in and ask me a question. Alright. Did that one. Obviously I didn't do every leaf. There is, when you do dies and you cut them out, you will notice that one side looks like the front and one side looks like the back. It's hard to explain, but the back side seems flatter. Have you guys ever noticed that? So that's why I turned it over, just because one side seems a little flatter. Come on. I'm trying not to get liquid glue. Liquid glue and I have a love-hate relationship. Some people love it, and then there's me. I use it only when I have to. All right. Now, let's use our tweezers, and I'm going to do that link, like a linking heart. And you don't have to get every leaf. I should have moved it over more. Oh well. And then, you like glue, Sharon? Oh, oh, I like it when there are some things that I need to use it for. Some people, that's like their go-to. Is it your go-to adhesive? Is that what you use all the time? I only use it for certain things because I tend to get sticky. I'm a messy crafter. Is that straight? No. That or my eyeballs are lopsided. I gotta look at it. Something's not right. Maybe I didn't stamp it straight. Alright, then we've cut out some of these little flowers, and I did it in the Calypso Coral and then white. And, you know, they say to always do odd numbers, but I think I don't have odd numbers. I think I have 6 here. Linda, you love glue also? Ooh. It is good for repositioning, yes, because if it's still wet, you can move it. I agree. So I am assuming all of you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you did. Hopefully nobody was sick. I had really bad allergies during November, and it turned into a sinus infection that then plugged up my ear. And so I had a plugged ear for over a month. Had to go to urgent care twice. I was on antibiotics. Actually, that was the second trip. I was put on prednisone, a steroid, to try and open up my nose. And then they put me on antibiotics the following week because it didn't go away. Just felt like I had, felt like I had cotton in my ear. In the very beginning, I had like an earache, but then that went away. And I have to say, it's still not completely normal. It's been like 2 months. I'm going to use my U-Pick tool. It is a whole lot better. Don't get me wrong. No, I want to go medium size. It's a whole lot better. And I have no pain. It's just every so often it'll pop. Like it's still trying to equalize the pressure. So what I noticed seemed to be helping is when I'm taking an allergy pill, that seems to be helping dry everything up. So I am currently doing that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But other than that, everyone was healthy and happy, and we had a good holiday. I hope you guys did. We went and saw my folks in the Bay Area. They live in Fremont, and I think we need a bow on this one. So we saw them, and my brother's family came out, and so on Christmas Day we saw them. We had Christmas Eve at home with the kids. We did our Christmas Day with the kids on Christmas Eve. It's the first year I let them open all their presents on Christmas Eve. Because we just weren't going to take everything to my mom and dad's house and then take it all back. It's just too much work. All right, I don't want this. Let's see. I think that would be cute, but I don't want it ginormous. So this is my favorite ribbon, you guys. I love this ribbon. It is so elegant and so easy to work with. This is the silver and white sheer ribbon. Pretty easy name to remember. I think that side's a little bit bigger. Okay. How's my sister-in-law? Bless your heart for remembering. So she is completely cancer-free. Praise God. My sister-in-law had a very rare brain cancer. And that is not right. Nothing for you. Very, very rare. My son was yelling. I think he's talking to a friend. He's playing video games. You know how teenagers get when they're playing video games. Anyway, it scared me for a minute. I'm like, who's he talking to? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, they did surgery and they removed the cancer, and then she had to do radiation and chemo. That was a journey all in itself. But the treatments affected her liver. She had liver damage afterwards. And so then it took a long time to get her liver numbers where they needed to be. But she is doing really well. She just got a really good report from her doctor, and we're just praising God. So thank you for asking. She's doing really well. So that's our second card. What do you guys think? I would have picked a different sentiment because I kind of feel like this needs to be like an anniversary card, but it's okay. I'm using the sentiments in this set. Let's see, what else do you guys, what else can I tell you? Let's see. Oh, Logan. So Logan, my son, he will be turning 19 in February. This is Moody Mauve. I don't use this color a whole lot. This color is going to retire when the current annual catalog retires. This is an in color, and it will be retiring. So if you love this color, you want to stock up now while things are in stock. You can get your ink refills, pick up a couple more pens, get your cardstock. It is a gorgeous color. I wish I had used it more often. Now, this paper, okay, it does not say that Moody Mauve is one of the coordinating colors in the pack, but when I put it with Calypso Coral, I want to show you guys this. So that's what it looked like, and it picks up the Calypso Coral in the background, but I just wasn't loving it, right? Then it also has Cherry Cobbler in it. Let me show that to you. Okay, I think that looks better. All right, and then I put it on Moody Mauve, and I just felt like that's what this color was, and I just thought it looked better. So I'm just showing you so you guys will understand my choices. And then I went with the Cherry Cobbler. Okay, so if you want to know dimensions, this is a 2.5 by 5 1/4 strip of DSP. All right, so we're going to put that down. So anyway, Logan is going to be turning 19. He graduated early. So he graduated last January. So he had been going to a private school, and we decided to pull him out. That is not straight. This is what happens when I'm talking and crafting at the same time. Ugh. Yes, now if I had used liquid glue, that would have come up way better. So I might be getting a new card base. We'll see. This is painful. There we go. So he graduated early, and when that happened, I agree, I didn't like the Calypso Coral with it. So anyway, he got a part-time job. He was working at a local restaurant. It's family-owned here. He worked there for about 9 months. And then he decided that he wanted a different job. So he took a job at AutoZone, okay? And he was there for a while. And then he started to really not like retail. Not everyone is nice in retail. And, you know, being 18, he was just saying, this is not my thing. And Logan his dream is to work for the railroad. He didn't want to go to college. He's more of a trade type of guy. Okay, so we are going to stamp this. I used Cherry Cobbler. And yes, I still have some of the old ink pads. All right. So he went to AutoZone, decided he didn't want to do retail anymore. Then this opportunity came up, and he's currently at this job with a company here called Tesco, and he builds metal boxes that are used in wastewater and traffic signals, all sorts of stuff. He's getting more than minimum wage. There's room for growth at AutoZone. There wasn't unless he wanted to be a manager, which he did not want to do. So he can make more money. This is a job that he could actually support himself with. He's working full-time, and he just got a promotion. So they moved him to a different department, and he's going to learn wiring, and then he'll get paid more. So we are super excited for him. Now, if something shows up with the, what is that? If something shows up with the railroad, he's going to take it. But for now, this is what he's going to do. So he's really happy. Now, I'm going to stamp just because I care on this one. Let me grab my red again. So that's what he's been doing. And then my daughter, Audrey, she is 15. She's got that teenager eye roll down really good, let me tell you. I was notorious for the hand on the hip. My mother said I perfected that skill. Hand on the hip and the eye roll. My daughter has the eye roll down really good. Oh, goodness. All right, we're gonna, so I stamped that in Cherry Cobbler. I feel like it really pops nicely on the white. We're gonna pop this with some dimensionals. So she is actually being homeschooled, and Dad is home full-time. My husband retired, and so he makes sure that she is doing her school, and she had all A's at one point. Now she's got a couple B's. She's doing really well. She is a sophomore this year. And so she seems pretty successful right now. She might go back to the private school, we're not sure. They had raised their prices, and the school, it's a good school, but if you're not a straight A student, it was really challenging. And she was not getting straight A's at the school. It was a very challenging environment. So she's doing, like, it's kind of like distance learning was. It's through public school, but it's at home. And so we just feel like she's safer, physically safer, and we know what she's working on, like what kind of things that she's learning about, and we can discuss that and talk about it. So I just feel like she's safer. Cassandra says she can still eye roll with the best of the teens. I love it. All right, so we've got a couple different colors. You guys are going to tell me what you think with these little flower dies. Do you like the Calypso Coral on this, or should I take it out and do white? The white you can't really see. So that's why I was thinking Calypso Coral. You guys can let me know. If I take the red one out, I cannot get my fingers to work. Let's see. They just pop. There we go. What do you guys think? I kind of liked the red one. That's too many. But I think if we take out one of those guys and we put in a red, a Cherry Cobbler, I don't know. Or we do 3. We just do 3. And we stick to the odd numbers because that's aesthetically more pleasing to the eye. Cassandra says she likes the cherry cobbler. Okay. I do too. I think it ties in the border and the ink. Sharon says the Moody Mauve and cherry cobbler. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like the Calypso Coral doesn't really go. It's in there, but it's so faint. So we're going to throw that one to the wayside. Let me make my bow. And then we'll play with the placement a little bit more. So everyone seems to be doing really well. My husband is he's busier now than he was when he was working full-time, is what I will say. He is currently working on some house renovations with his brother on a house that they co-own together. Not exactly what he wanted to be doing this month, but they want to sell the house, and so they got to get it ready. Because of that, we did not get our Christmas decorations outside put up. First year we've not had Christmas lights out. But you know what? It is what it is. I got to figure out where to put our bow. I think it covers up too much of the heart there. So let's move these guys up a little, because I don't want to cover up the sentiment. What if we go like that? I think that looks good. And I'm going to pop those up with some dimensionals. Yes, Sharon. Good idea. So everyone's happy. Everyone's doing well. I'm super grateful that everyone is successful and happy and healthy. These backings keep coming off. There we go. So that's about it. That's what's been going on here. I want to doggone it. Come on. They're so good with the stickiness. I just wanted to move it a little bit, like place it differently, so that, move that out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. I wanted the petal to go in in between those two petals, so it looks better. All right, and then let's put a glue dot. And there's a backing in the way. We don't want that. And then we're going to put on our rhinestones. Oh, Sue, I'm glad you like this. You must have got this set already. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. Again, you could make this a thinking of you card, but I think it definitely could be turned into an engagement card just with a different sentiment. It could be turned into a simple wedding card. It could be an anniversary card. It could be a get well card. I think that the heart lends itself to a lot of different occasions, not just Valentine's Day. No, we are not making this card in class. We have other classes other cards that we're going to be making. But we are going to be making this in my team meeting. So, all right, beautiful, don't you think? Very simple and easy, but very beautiful, I think. That's our third card. And then I have one more. And then I'll put them all back out, and you guys can vote on your favorite. How's that? All right. Now we've got some blue, Midnight, Misty Moonlight, and then Night of Navy. And a little bit of white to make it pop. So I'm just cutting off the little frayed ends. Again, like I explained earlier, my blade is kaput. It has kicked the bucket and I need a new blade. And I was too lazy to go replace it. I don't know if lazy is the word. I was in a hurry. Oh, I'm so glad, Lori, that you like these cards. I was hoping to give you guys ideas that were not necessarily Valentine's Day, just to show you all the possibilities. And I really think that this plaid paper has a lot of potential. All right, so the white, it's actually 5.5 by 4 1/8. Is that right? Yeah. All right, so it's gonna have, I gotta stand up to do this. It's gonna have a very small border. Very small. Those 8s. Now a little tip, I'm noticing that I have some frayed edges. Take your sharp end of your U-pick tool and just kind of go across that, and it tucks it under. So if you ever have frayed edges that you didn't trim, you can push them under the layer with your sharp end, and then you get a cleaner edge. Okay. Then we're going to put our Night of Navy, and that is 5 1/4 by 4. That's your my typical second layer, what I normally do. But I wanted to add a little bit of white because that's just really dark, and I wanted some white to kind of pop it for you guys so we see the difference in the hues here. Okay, and again I'm just going to go on the side to kind of fix my frayed edge. Taking my time to kind of, because I don't want to ruin anything. Okay. Hi, Gail. Happy Friday. Happy New Year. All right, and then we've got our plaid that's going to go on top of it. And the plaid DSP is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, 3 3/4 by 5. All right. We're going to have a little bit more of the navy show. And again, if you wanted to save paper and be more efficient, you can use dies in the center of the piece, cut them out for like your sentiments, and then it gets covered up. Nobody will know. I can still see those right there. Okay, it's the perfectionist in me. Let's make sure my card, I've got it opening the right way. Okay, then, hi Sherry. All right, so I cut out 2 of those hearts, and what we're gonna do, I did one in white, and I did one in night and navy, but then I'm gonna stamp one, okay? So a little, changing it up a little bit. So we're going to, ooh, my Misty Moonlight. This is a new ink pad and it doesn't want to open. All right, let's make sure that I have washed this off because I used it in my cherry cobbler. And we do not want to contaminate ink pads. So you can use your chamois, you can use a wet wipe, you can stamp it off on paper, whatever you've got. All right, I'm using a wet wipe because my chamois are downstairs for class. Okay. Now we're going to ink this up. And I'm going to move these over. Let me look at my sketch real quick because I want to make sure I do the layout right for you. Okay. So I want it to kind of be, well, not kind of, it needs to be right about here. Okay. So we're stamping one. Do I put layers on the inside of my cards or do I just use white? Normally on a white card base, well, like on this one, I would put a piece of white and then write on it. I never write on colored. I don't know why, I like a piece of white in here so they can see my writing. If my card base is white, then I usually put a color mat and then a piece of white. That's how I do mine. I'm kind of picky about the inside. I'm starting, if I have a white card base, I'm starting not to always put the layer on the inside and then the white. But I always, you know, I never just leave it blank. I always have to have some type of stamping. Okay. Now I am going to stamp my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. Yeah, I'm kind of funny about my inside of my cards. I just feel like it looks more finished if it has a layer and then some white on a white card base. But that's me. I'm kind of funny that way. So, good question. I'm always curious to hear what other people do. All right, now I'm going to sit back down so I can not hurt my back. All right. Little glue dots. I love this die. Isn't it just precious? It's very dainty. I think you could use it for even baby cards with the storybook critters. I think that would be really cute. Oh, we need to put dots on this one too. Let me see which, that one's the front, this is the back. Okay. I hope you guys have had fun tonight. Oop, I'm getting a little fat with my glue. Yikes. Yikes. It's gonna ooze. I told ya. Glue and I have a love-hate relationship. I was doing pretty good too tonight. And then it got me at the very end. All right. So I'm going to put the white on top because I'm going to have a white circle here. So I don't want white next to white. Okay, sorry my arm is in the way. We're going to do it this way. I am right-handed, but I don't want my right hand to be in the way, the view. Okay, so I kind of just put a little bit on top of the stamped one like that. Pretty cool, huh? And then we're going to do the navy one down here. Da, da, da. See? It got me. Now I'm sticky. All right. Then, we're going to pop up. I'm trying to rub it off my fingers. I'm going to pop up our little circle. I used a punch for that. I think the circle punches are still available. I can't remember. I was checking the other day. I think they're still there. I will not part with my circle punches. I use them all the time. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. I have missed you guys. All right, so let's see. I'll put this right here. I'm so glad you guys like the cards. They're very simple tonight. I didn't go too crazy. I want people to see that it doesn't have to be complicated. You can do simple cards, but they can be very pretty and simple. I think adding a couple extra layers to your card really steps it up, makes it look more professional, more finished, and it's not, you know, it's not, and cardstock is a basic supply that we all have on hand. I think I kind of like it to the side. You guys tell me what you think. I'm going to add some rhinestones. Will you guys tell me if the bow should be on the side or if it should be centered? You tell me. Let's see. Let's put a big one here. And let's do a medium one, maybe here, a baby one here. I'm going kind of crazy with my rhinestones. Sharon says to the side. That's what I was leaning more towards. To the side. Lori says centered. Oh, we have a debate. Isn't that funny what some people like and what some people don't? It's just really a matter of taste, isn't it? Now I'm thinking I angled it too much. If you wanted to, you could always cut out more of these little flowers and add those, which I wasn't planning on doing, but you could put them on here. Let's see what that looks like. I wasn't planning on it. I'm just showing you. You could add flowers to it. That doesn't look too bad, actually. What do you guys think? Do you want the flowers on or off? All right, while you guys tell me, we're going to put these cards here. Sandra says off. Keep them off. Oop. Sharon says off. Alrighty then. I'm going to take them off. Okay. Those are our 4 cards. I did 2 horizontal and 2 vertical. I just now realized that. Let me put this over here and put this here. There we go. Okay, what do you guys think? So, out of the 4, which one is your favorite? Curious, which one is your favorite? I really like them all. I usually will have a favorite, but I don't know if I have a favorite on this one. I really like them all. I love the colors on this one, and I love the woven hearts. I love the strips and just the colors on this card. I love the stamped heart on this one. And then this one's kind of fun because you've got the stamped and then you've got the dies also, like layered. So something different on all of them. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, you guys. I really appreciate you being here live. And even if you're not, when you're watching this video, if you weren't here for the live and you're watching the replay, that's wonderful. Thank you for doing that. Just comment that you're watching the replay. I always go back and I look at all the comments. So if you guys have questions that I didn't answer or that I missed, I will go back and I try and answer those questions for you. I am located in Elk Grove, California, close to Sacramento. So for those of you that might be local, I do host monthly classes, and in fact tomorrow is my January class. I'm just going to put this here. These are my classes for the whole year. You can take a screenshot of this, but you can also find this on my business page. So if you don't already follow my business page, please do that. Click the follow button, because you will see all of my events for the whole year posted there. I will be adding some additional bonus classes in the summertime when I'm on break. And I also will be hosting a winter retreat. It is sold out at this point, but I will be doing a summer retreat in person. And so more information for that will be coming. My retreats tend to be super, super popular. They have sold out every single time I've done one. So again, if you don't already follow me on my business page, please do that. And then if you want to join my email list, shoot me a message, and that way I can message you important information. I try and stay up on all the promotions and sales and all the things that are Stampin' Up, so that you guys have the information you need. All right. So thank you for joining me, everyone. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing this video with your friends, and for commenting, and for giving me thumbs up or hearts on this video. I really appreciate that. It was so good interacting with all of you this evening. I've missed you lots and lots, and it's so good to be back with you. So look for me next Friday. I'm not sure what I am going to play with, but if there's something that you want to see, you can post a comment if there's a bundle that you would love for me to play around with and demonstrate. I am always open to that. Love to get ideas and love to hear what you guys want to see and what you want to learn. Okay? All right, everyone. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you soon. All right? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.